Nessa Sunshine here, and today I'm getting into the Colourpop Sandstone palette, doing this look on my face, really the eyes and just the lips, so I'll get into parts of the collection as well, and if you want to get this look, subscribe to my channel and let's get into the tutorial! The first shadow I'm going to be using is Recharge, and I'll be using the BH Studio Pro 18 blending brush. I coated the entire brush with Recharge, and I have the Soft Matte Concealer from NARS on, along with my concealer that I'm wearing, which is the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. I'm taking the tip of this blending brush, and I'm going in the outer corner, and I'm just using swiper motions, quick swiper motions, short, quick swiper motions, bringing it from the outer corner toward the brow, like so. And then I'm going to bring it forward onto the lid a little bit, toward the center, and all in swipey swipe motions. And then I'm going to gently take this up at the top of the brow bone area of my eye, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So I try to make it even. Now I'm going to get into the next shade. The next shade I'm going to get into is Blaze to deepen it up, and I'll be using the number 6 blending brush from BH times NARS. It's a blending brush. It's very similar to the Eye Trio brush. I've also coated the entire brush by circling it with the shade Blaze, and now I'm going to tap off the excess and hopefully not drop my brush. Then I'm going to tap the outer corner with the very tip of the blending brush. So I'm packing on the shadow right in that outer corner. I'm tapping off even more of the excess just in case. And now what I'll do is take the tip of this blending brush and move it in swiper motions going back and forth. The way I use the big the way I used the big fluffy brush before, I was only blending out in this direction with the big fluffy brush. That's just how I happen to do it today. So if you want to get this exact shadow and try the exact same techniques I'm doing, then that's what I'm telling you. And now with this brush, I'm moving back and forth. With the big fluffy brush, I just went out, out, out. And then with this, I'm going back and forth, back and forth. And they were both short motions. And I'm going to take my big fluffy brush. I'm going to take the tip. I haven't added any more, just what was left. And I'm going to blend around the very top of it into the center, up above into the outer corner. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. For shimmer time, I'm getting into Westward. And with that shade, I'll be taking my handy dandy ring finger. So I'm going to just rub my finger around in the pan. Now I have the shadow on my finger, and I'm going to tap and then swipe out, tap and then swipe out, and then I'm going to use my pinky finger to tap out the edges so I get a smooth diffusion into the outer corner. I'm taking the blending brush. I didn't add any more of Blaze onto it, but I am blending forward this way onto the lid to emulsify. I'm talking about cooking. I love food, by the way. So I am emulsifying the two colors together just by pushing it down onto the lid from there. And then I'll do the same thing to the other side. And finally, I'll be getting into Desert Sky to brighten everything up. I've also just swirled around my index finger. I always want to call my ring finger index, and that may have happened a few times on here. So I usually am referring to my ring finger. The ring finger is the weakest finger on the hand. If you've ever played piano or used this fourth finger for anything, you might know that because it's connected. It doesn't have its own, like, I think, tendon, so it doesn't move as easily as it on its own as all the other fingers. So since it's the weakest finger, it's the lightest finger for the eyes. Now you know, if you didn't know already, which you might have already known. Okay, let's get into it. I'm gently tapping right into the inner middle part of my eyelid, and I'll take my pinky again. This is such a pretty green. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm reacting to what I'm seeing on my eye. And I'm taking my pinky and I'm gently moving in circular taps above the crease in my eye. This kind of area is kind of more three-dimensional, so it's a little bit difficult for me. It just depends on your eye shape. and I am moving back in the outer part down, just like so, and I'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Before I go into a makeup miracle moment, pop on my lashes and mascara, I am going to, which I do off screen, I'm going to get into the lower lash line. So this is a BH number 8 NARS times BH brush collection set. It's a very short and flat brush. With this brush, I've mixed the shades Blaze and Recharge, and then I tapped off the excess. I'm going to start to smudge the outer corner of my eye into the center, and I'm going to get more light-handed as I go toward the center of my eye, going with lighter pressure, and then I move back with a little bit more pressure. And if I really, really want to get fancy, I'm going to take a clean brush and diffuse everything under the eye up into the outer corner. This collection comes with 4 cream gel liners, and the shades are Juniper, Wildcat, and Red Rock. This collection has 3 beautiful eyeliners. I really, really like the eyeliners a lot. I'm going to use 2. I'm not going to use the red one today. I'm going to use the shade Juniper and then Wildcat. I'm adding the brown into the waterline, and now I'm adding the green from the mid part in, and I'll do the same thing to the other side, and I'll have a makeup miracle moment. So after I add all those things on my lower lash line, I'm also going to be adding this to my tight line. So this is the Nabla Stylo number 4, and it will just add some definition for me. And then I'm also going to add the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extension Mascara, and it's their black mascara. And then I'm going to pop on some falsies. So these are the Lilly Lashes Miami Flare, and in a makeup miracle moment. And voila, a makeup miracle moment. So I am pretty much finished. I'm just gonna apply the lip I choose from this collection that I've chosen. And I'll show you some swatches right now. In this collection, there are 4 lippies: Hike House, Verde Valley, Coyote Ugly, and Prairie Home. I'm going to use Hike House today. So I've only tried a lippy stick once, and it was from this collection, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. So I'm really excited to put this on, and I love this color. So they feel really smooth and they glide on really easily. They have sort of a velvet finish. I'm just like going everywhere. I'm not even paying attention. And that completes this look. So I love the way these feel so much. I'm not sure how they wear. I haven't worn it for a long, long period of time, so I can't tell you that. I just showed you the things I really love about this collection. This palette's really gorgeous, and I love the like earthy tones in it, and I love the shimmers in this palette specifically are really nice. And then I think this is one of Colourpop's first like amount of this, however many number there are of this palette. And then I love their cream gel liners, and I love the lippy sticks. The cream shadows, I wasn't a fan of the first ones I tried, so I just didn't bother, so sorry. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and let me know what part of this collection have you gotten for yourself or are interested in, because I know this did come out back in September. So comment down below, let me know, and if you're not, that's okay too. So I will bid you adieu. Bye. Bye now.